Konnichiwa, minasan! Welcome again to our beautiful house in the Japanese Alps. As Japan was closed when we first bought the property, it took over a year before I could finally visit. After all the dreaming and anticipation, this is what I arrived to. This little montage documents some of the fun I had so far cleaning it, getting it ready, some of the fun finds, and then making the place our own. When purchasing an Akiya, or otherwise abandoned house, it is accepted with everything as is. While the family of the previous owner was kind enough to clean, remove any family objects holding personal sentiment, and to move the sister's spirit from the family shrine, this is what was left. Last September I spent 3 weeks in Japan cleaning the house, meeting the neighbors, putting in a heat pump, and getting a feel for where we would soon live.
One of the biggest things about cleaning this house has been the garbage. We have plastics, more plastics, metal and glass, ornamental flowers, and yeah, just a little bit of cardboard amongst other stuff.
I was introduced to the local Akiya bank by a friend who lives in the village. After a few emails and the help of a Google Translate, we learned that this house would soon be listed. We expressed interest immediately, and we were lucky to get pole position to begin the negotiations.
There we go, and there's the first load to the dump.
Spending time in the countryside has been a new experience for me. After falling in love with the subcultures of Tokyo and Osaka, embracing the agricultural countryside steeped in tradition and community has been heartwarming.
For another gomi run. Here's the sorting facility. Absolutely amazing. Here we are, it's lunch break. Keeping everything crystal clean and clear. That's the new heater AC heat pump going in, which is great. And then they're just running the lines up through this old section up here, along the back wall, and then the machine's gonna rest outside of that window on the right-hand side on the wall, about 3 meters up to keep it out of the snow. So I've climbed up from downstairs here. See where they pass the heat pump through, and where the wall has some cryptic message. It actually just means heaven and earth. And I want to see what's in these boxes, so probably haven't been opened in several decades. What are we gonna find? And it looks like a bunch of wooden stuff. Been able to bring down a couple of these random boxes. No idea what's in them. Oh, that one actually opens, so that's good. And it's records. Interesting. With an excess of 1970s melamine, it's a bit expensive to dispose of, but it is free to burn. So, got my little fire pit. We're gonna have an all-day fire, and this is the setting.
I've been coming to Japan for nearly 15 years, exploring from Abashiri in the north to Yonaguni in the south. I've hiked the Kumanokoto, skied Hokkaido, and scuba dived the Okinawas. While nomadically exploring the country via bullet train opened my eyes to the beauty and diversity of the country, Nozawa Onsen and the Japanese Alps became a dream, which continued to draw me back in year after year.
6 hours later, still going. I used to love barbecues. Don't know. Found a little piece of newspaper just kicking around in one of the rooms from 1954. Discussions about OPEC, consideration of Libya and Sudan, Carter's presidential run coming up and how he's favored. What else is there? Some pretty good discussions about the Soviet Union, sunglass ads, citizen watches. Yeah, pretty cool.
This whole process has been touching. Talking to the previous owner's brother throughout the purchasing process, he wanted to make sure that he left enough in the house for my wife and I to move in and get started living in the house right away. This meant that we didn't need to run out and buy plates, bedding, or even appliances. It was all there, sometimes in triplicate. But it was there and the house came in move-in ready. We have been very lucky with this.
Okay, so after a massive day in the kitchen, this is what we're having for dinner. It's gonna be a triangle of power, a tin of canned mackerel, a cucumber, and a piece of fried tofu. That's about it. I think by tomorrow I should be able to start cooking in the actual kitchen itself, as I've made some massive steps and it'll be time to actually start eating like a human being. Okay, ciao.
I have a lot of plans for the house. I want to install insulation to make it more winter ready. I want to give it a bit of a facelift with some paint, install a sauna, begrudgingly remove the Bonnie Tyler-esque black and white tiles in the washroom, and enthusiastically remove the laminated wood and textured plasterboard in the kitchen and hallways.
So this here is the miso room. Interesting enough. I guess the pickle room. All of these are actual weights, so they're just plastic filled with, this one's 2.5 kilos, some are 12, 15 kilos, and they go on top and they press down on miso. That's an old jug that's probably been sitting there for 2 or 3 years. I don't know. Should I taste it? And there we go. That storage room, aka the miso room, is now finished.